There was blood everywhere, literally coming from his face, from his head, everything, like gushing blood. Literally, the blood was on the street and the pavement, on 2 pavements, and the street was. Let it go, make my body go. Make our bodies higher and higher and higher. We can go till the morning. Little girls and little boys, if your little boys are watching me. So today I'm gonna do story time, and I literally just recorded a makeup tutorial right now. But I changed the shirt so I can look like it's a different day. But yeah, I'm just gonna do a story time about the time I saw someone die. And I'm not trying to smile. If I smile, don't take it the wrong way. It's just that I don't know how to take like sentimental shit like that. Like I just smile about it. Because if I don't smile, I'm gonna cry. And I'm not gonna cry on camera because big girls don't cry. I'm not gonna do a long intro because I don't like long intros. Just don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Snapchat and subscribe and you know all that stupid little shit that YouTubers say. Whatever, let's go on with story time. So it was summer of 2009 and me and my family, we were outside of our building, you know, regular Dominican family. We were outside of our building just chilling. It was me, my uncle, my aunt, my grandma, my other uncle, my aunt, just my family and my cousins. I was in my DS, you know, playing. I was playing with my little cousin. Well, not my little cousin. She was my age. Why would I say little cousin? So I was playing with my cousin on my DSi, and we were playing Mario Karts. I don't know why I remember the game that we were playing, but we were playing Mario Karts. Then I had another friend that she was like in the building, but we could still connect with her. That's why I remember everything, because I remember it was so cool. The connection network thing was so good that we literally all connected, and us 3 we started playing Mario Karts. So we started racing because each other, you know, I'm winning. Oh, I'm the best player, you know. What don't I win? Regular. So this guy passes by and he does a wheelie, right? And like we look at him like, oh shit, that was cool. Okay. So then like a few minutes pass and he passes by again and does a wheelie. And we're like, what the hell? Why he keeps doing a wheelie? So then he passes by again and does another wheelie. We're just like, okay, at this point I'm tired of this. Stop this shit. Like, what are you doing? So then a few minutes pass and then he doesn't pass again. So me and my cousins, you know, we're playing at our DS. We buy a frio, you know, regular summer shit. Regular summer, you know, regular summer shit. So we hear him again. And I hear him from like coming from the corner. Like my family were here and I heard him coming from here. So the motorcycle guy, he's here and he's driving. And then I see there's a taxi coming, like going into the street. Look, so this is the street and this is the other street. So the motorcycle guy's like, you know, riding his motorcycle through here, and then the taxi's passing through there. And I didn't think nothing of it. I just thought the taxi was gonna keep going and the motorcycle guy was gonna keep going. But the taxi man, like, I guess he noticed that the motorcycle was coming, and like he stopped a little bit, but to the front, not like towards, not in front of the motorcycle guy. And the motorcycle guy, he noticed the taxi, so I guess he tried to brake, but he went into a wheelie while he was braking. So his motorcycle literally did like this and flipped backwards. And I just heard like this loud bang. And literally I was staring at this the whole time. I was staring at the motorcycle guy, like riding. And I saw him do the wheelie and turn back. Before I knew, all I saw was just blood. Blood everywhere. I guess his hands were like hit his head and like cut it open. Because his head was cut open. It was horrible. There was literally blood on the floor, blood on the pavement, on 2 pavements. It was not a pretty scene. So the taxi man, he stopped. He didn't keep going. He actually stopped. Literally everybody from every street in Dykeman was coming and surrounding the guy, like with all his blood and everything. So me and my cousin and my uncle and all of us, we ran to like where he was, but I wasn't trying to look at him because I literally just saw him, how everything happened. I think I even started to cry. I can't remember. I think I started to cry because it was like something, not intentionally crying, like the tears just came out randomly because I literally just witnessed someone die. Like, who wouldn't cry? So I'm just staring at him. So I turn away and then I turn back to him and I see that he's breathing. Like, he looks like, I don't even know. I just know I saw blood and he was breathing. Like, his eyes were a little open. He was like, you know, like doing like that sounds. He was doing like, I don't even want to describe it. He was like doing a sound, like trying to catch his breath, but he couldn't. And I'm just staring at him, just like, oh my God. And my cousin, she was just staring at him. She was crying. I literally looked at her. She was crying. She was shaking. She was freaking out. So then the taxi man, he was like a really old man. I felt bad for him because he felt like really guilty for what happened. Because he basically like thought that he was basically the one to blame for what basically happened. And he was having like an asthma attack, an anxiety attack. Like he couldn't breathe. And the firefighters literally are right next to us. Because the fire station is literally right next to us. So they come. They put an oxygen mask on the taxi driver because he couldn't breathe and he was an old man. Like, I felt so bad because he literally, I'm pretty sure till this day, he like thinks back like, man, why? Like, I'm pretty sure he really thinks that. So he was there, he couldn't breathe, he was trying to catch his breath, and I saw him through the taxi, he was looking at the motorcycle guy, and like every time you look at the motorcycle guy, like the guy basically dead on the floor, like like his breathing would like get more intense. So then the police came, and the ambulance came, as I said, and they picked up the guy, and it was so horrible. Even the paramedics like were picking him up, and like they were just like looking at him, like, and the guy, you only could hear him say like his voice was like crumbling, like it was like he couldn't really breathe, like he was struggling to breathe. So they took him to the hospital. Later on that night, that whole street, basically where me and my family live, it was closed. Everything was closed. And it was crazy because I've never seen anything. I've never seen basically a crime scene, because it had like the tape from a crime scene, the police tape. So I've never seen anything like that. I've only seen it on TV. So I literally saw all the tape, and I saw like white stuff on top of the blood, but then they still left some blood on the pavement. And me and my godfather and my godsister, we walked like up to like where it happened, and we literally just stared at it. Like we literally were just staring at it like, wow, wow. And that stayed with the stain and with the white stuff there for like a good 2 days. So turned out that the guy, he knew one of the people that we were with, because my family, like, we have really close friends. So there's this little boy that we know. He's not a little boy no more, but this little boy that we know, and his uncle, I guess his uncle knew the guy that was in the motorcycle. So he was telling my uncle about it, and he told us 2 days after, he told my uncle 2 days after that the guy passed away in the hospital. I don't know, I'm probably weird because I'm not crying saying this, but it was so long ago. Like, I actually did my college essay about this, and I actually cried when I did my college essay about this. But now, I guess I'm like in front of a camera. I don't really want to cry. I don't want to do something, you know, I don't want to be sentimental, doing all of that. I'm just basically telling you a story that really impacted my life, because I was literally a 9-year-old basically watching someone die. But yeah, that was a story time. I know it was like a sad story time. I know you guys expect me to be all happy, all jibbity, but I didn't really think of any story times. I know you guys wanted a story time, so I was like, let me do this story time, even though it's like a little sad. But yeah, that's all. This was my video. This was my story time, my very sad story time. May he rest in peace. But I just didn't think of any story times. I only could remember that story time, and I know you guys love story times, so this was it. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, thumbs up, you know all of that. Bye.